Clovis is all about finding the truth, the answers, the keys to optimal human health and wellness. And I hope that that gives you a better idea of why I'm standing here. Before we jump into Clovis, custom nutrition plans via I Am Clovis. Visit clovis.store today and pick up your very own custom nutrition plan. Imagine if I talked like a salesperson. It'd be ridiculous. All right, I'm gonna pull down this camps thing. I'm gonna talk about what the custom nutrition plan is. Now that you have a little bit of background on me, Clovis, how Clovis came to be, what Clovis is, the curation aspect of this, we're gonna talk about I Am Clovis, okay? So I Am Clovis, this is what I call an adult custom macros plan or an adult custom nutrition plan, right? So how it works is when you sign up at clovis.store, you'll see lifestyle coaching. You can sign up for a custom nutrition plan. This is I Am Clovis. I Am Clovis and custom nutrition plan are the same thing. When you sign up, you will get an order confirmation with a welcome email from me. That welcome email is going to ask you for information, namely age, height, weight, if you have a training routine, what that looks like, what your goals are, how you're feeling, what your complaints are, what symptoms you have of being unhealthy, whatever. I'm going to go over that email personally. Yes, me, myself. I do this for every single custom plan, right? It's me, okay? So with these custom plans, I will personally run your numbers. This is called your personal macros, okay? So you get macros from me. Macros is short for macronutrients. What are macronutrients? Fat, protein, and carbohydrates. These are the three major macronutrient groups. And anytime I refer to carbs or carbohydrates, I'm talking about net carbs, which is total carbs minus dietary fiber. So just keep that in mind. Anytime I say carbohydrates, I'm talking net carbs because fiber is not usable by the body, so it doesn't count. So I'm talking net carbs all the time, right? Yeah, there's a link for a custom nutrition plan. Boom, thank you, Krista. That's awesome. So anytime I refer to carbs, I'm referring to net carbohydrates. These are the blueprints for your success, based on your unique numbers, which I use to come up with your custom macros. So I will tell you exactly what amount of each macronutrient to eat to achieve success. You will hit these macros by eating foods that are on the approved foods list. So you get your macros and you get an approved foods list. And the goal here is to hit the macros I give you using only foods that are on your approved foods list. That's how this works, okay? And I tell you exactly how much of each macronutrient to eat. So I tell you the number of grams of fat per day, the number of grams of protein per day, the number of grams of net carbohydrates per day. I recommend an app that you can use to track those macros. That's an app called Carb Manager. Okay, that's free. You can get it today if you want to without a custom nutrition plan. You can just download it, right? So I tell you exactly how to hit these macros by only eating foods on the approved foods list. In the beginning, you will track everything so you have a better understanding of how macronutrients work, how to hit those macronutrients. So with the plan, you'll get your approved foods list, you'll get your custom macros, you're gonna get step-by-step instructions for your first 30 days. Those step-by-step instructions, they include exercise recommendations, supplement recommendations, instructions for tracking your progress properly, recommended paleo powder formulas to help you towards your specific goals that you have told me about. This also gives you access to the I Am Clovis website. The I Am Clovis website is a membership-only platform. You'll find exclusive video content only found on that membership platform, found nowhere else on Clovis social media. It has my reading list for books and resources, has links to my favorite podcast. It's friggin' awesome. I love the I Am Clovis website, right? And you also get access to the private I Am Clovis private Facebook group, right? And I try to go live in that group every single day. I answer questions, people share their results. They get a little bit more attention, and I will prioritize their questions and all these things because if you're a part of I Am Clovis, you are one of my paid members. And in the Clovis Academy, it's all 100% free. And I still go live in the Academy every day. I do manifestos, I do it, all that stuff's for free. There's a ton of free information there. It's incredible, right? Now, how do you use this info? When I say hit your macros using the approved foods list, this right here, this asterisk, this is where I see the most confusion with people on their plans. Because what people do, and I should have been clear about this is my fault, what people do is the exact opposite of what I want them to do. They download the approved foods list, print it out, and they go to the grocery store. Terrible idea. You don't want to do that, and I know that that's what almost everybody has done because I didn't explain to them what to do. How you use this information is you take the approved foods list, you sit down at a table. Sit at a table quietly without interruption. Do not be lazy. Take the time to do this. Sit down with the approved foods list. Don't just head to the store. Use either the Carb Manager app or your laptop or phone with Google. You can just Google nutrition facts of anything. So whatever you can do to look up the nutrition facts. Go through the entire list, and I want you to circle your favorite foods, right? So if you have a food, let's say it's like beef and eggs and chicken and wild-caught salmon and Brussels sprouts, right? You go through, you circle your favorite foods from that approved foods list, and you look them up. You see how those nutrition facts for your favorite food items, you look at those nutrition facts, right? Let's put that. Nutrition facts. Sorry, chicken scratch. Look at the nutrition facts and see how those nutrition facts compare to your custom macros. So take your favorite foods, right? Take your very favorite foods, circle them, look up the nutrition facts, take the time to learn about the foods that you love. Then I want you to set up an ideal day. So my ideal day looks like this many eggs and this much, half a pound of beef and this many ounces of broccoli and a can of sardines and MCT oil and a serving of fat loss powder, perfect paleo powder, right? That's, you set up an ideal day. You plug and play your favorite foods until you get the macros things figured out. That's how you set up an ideal day, and then launch that ideal day as a goal instead of tracking as you go. This is what everyone does. In the beginning, they wake up with the Carb Manager app and they go to the store and buy approved foods, and then they come home and they're like, they have 2 eggs and they have some pecans or some macadamia nuts, and then in the afternoon they have a piece of chicken and some broccoli. Next thing they know it's 7 p.m. and they look at their phone and they're like 1,000 calories short. They need 50 grams of protein and they need 30 grams of fat, and they jump into the academy and they go, what do I do? I'm short on all of my numbers. I get that. It's because you tried to track as you go. That's a failure on my part. I want you to understand that. If you're watching this and you're like, oh man, he's talking about me, that's a failure on my part because I haven't done this. I haven't broken this down. The approved foods list is a study guide, literally, okay? So you want to plan ideal days instead of tracking as you go, which is gonna make you come up short. So in the beginning, I don't care if you eat the same foods over and over and over and over and over. For the first 30 days, you can eat the same, you can set up an ideal day and hit that ideal day every single day for the first 30 days. You can do anything you want for 30 days, right? Don't be a baby. It's 30 days. You can do anything for 30 days. Now, if you're having trouble hitting your macros, so you have your blueprint set up, you have your ideal day, your favorite foods, you've circled them, you've studied the approved foods list, you know how your nutrition facts hit into your macros, and you're ready to go, right? But you're still having a little bit of trouble. Maybe you're a busy person, you're on the go all the time, so I get these comments like, I'm having a hard time hitting protein, I'm having a hard time hitting net carbohydrates, I'm having a hard time hitting total calories, whatever, even though I don't want you tracking calories, I just want you tracking macros, right? I created the perfect paleo powder. This is my line of nutritional powders, and I created them for a reason. I created them for convenience. I have fat loss, I have a post-workout, I have a pre-workout, I have a digest and rest. But here's the other mistake that people make is these are marketing terms. I run a nutrition company. I have to market products. I put specific ingredients in all of those things. So but the beauty about my products is all of my foods are whole foods. So you can use them for whatever you want. Sure.